Well, Texas appears ready to allow licensed gun owners to openly carry their weapons in public, and now allowing concealed carry on college campuses may not be far behind. This week, the Senate approved a measure allowing Texans with gun licenses to carry their weapons openly. 2 days later, it advanced a bill letting licensed holders carry concealed weapons on college campuses. The idea of guns on college campuses has drawn strong reaction from both those supporting and criticizing the bill. That is our topic this half hour, and we want to hear from you on Facebook and on Twitter, so give us your opinion. Joining us live in the newsroom is Fox 26 senior legal analyst Chris Tritico, Fox 26 news analyst Mustafa Tamiz, and public policy analyst, the lovely Jackie Bally. Good morning, you guys.
Good morning.
Oh my goodness, so many people are talking about this topic. What do you guys have to say about it?
Well, this has been coming for a long time. They've been talking about it since the campaign last year, that they were going to advance these two bills that through the Senate. I can't talk. Through the legislature this year, and Governor Abbott said he would sign them, and so I really think it's a foregone conclusion this is going to happen. The open carry is, I think, actually now less controversial than the college carry bill, and I think you've seen universities all over Texas. This only affects public universities, not private, but you've seen public universities all over Texas come out and say, we don't want this. We don't want to have this safety issue on our campuses. And that's what's driving, I think, the objections here is the university presidents and the boards saying we don't want this. Jackie Bally, we'll start with you. I think this is going to pass. I mean, it's clear that it's moved through the Senate already. The House has a supermajority of Republicans. There's nothing to stop this campus carry bill moving forward.
I think they're both going to pass. Governor Abbott has said that anything dealing with open carry, if it's on his desk, he will sign it. We're one of very few states who don't have some kind of provision in open carry. So I think that will definitely pass. I think the controversy that's surrounding guns on campus, I think a lot of universities, it's something unknown, it's something new. They don't want the unwanted liability that they think may come with it. But if they think this is the first time because of this bill that students are going to be bringing guns on campus, they're sadly mistaken, because students already have guns. They have it either in their cars, they have it somewhere. And so the fact that it's now more open, pun intended, and through this legislation, it's bringing a lot of discussion with the universities and with the university leaders.
Well, what about that? I mean, so the legislature says it's okay to carry it on campus now. Jackie says they were already doing it anyway. What difference does it make?
What could go wrong if you get teenagers with alcohol and party atmosphere and drugs and sexual assaults and all these things that are going on that we read about and talk about? What could possibly go wrong if we interject lots of guns into the scenario? Probably nothing. But apparently the college presidents, even at U of H, the head of the student union and others are saying this is a bad idea to the Texas legislature, but rather than talking about pensions and things that would solve any problems, it's an ideological battle and it's going to pass.
As a compromise to the legislation, I agree with you, it's going to pass, but as a compromise, wouldn't it be better to let each university make their own choice on that, kind of a local control issue?
Sure, I always believe in local control, and we're going to see exactly what the provisions are in this bill. We haven't really seen the specifics with the college campus legislation. But another thing that a lot of the university presidents are saying, well, it's going to cost a lot of money, which is untrue, because if you think about the students who are allowed to, based on the bill that's being proposed, who will be allowed to actually carry, they have to be 21 years or older. That's a smaller percentage than people realize. Those are seniors.
It cuts out about half.
It really does.
Right?
And then there are other provisions about citizenship and other things. So it's not the large percentage a lot of people are thinking.
Well, the citizenship thing is probably
and a lot of the people, because of the age and other things, they are much more mature. And again, these fraternity brothers or whoever that may be getting into fights and everything else, if you really think that this is the first time they have a gun on campus, you're sadly mistaken.
You can respond to that. He's chomping at the bit. We're going to go to Dominique. She's monitoring our social media.
I am. I'm monitoring the Fox 26 social media and my media page. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Paul's Pink Rose says, let's not kid ourselves, Texas Ledge. This is all about the gun lobby, not God-given rights, not about our Constitution. Also, Professor Jay Grant says, Florida lawmakers are set to pass yet another senseless gun law. Horrible idea, hashtag guns on campus. Let's see, Daily Hurricane says, what could possibly go wrong? Hashtag guns on campus. And CSC Stars says supporters accused of intimidation tactics, gun violence, gun sense, hashtag protect our kids. So do you guys think this is more dangerous for the kids, or it would be safer for the kids on college campuses?
And that's exactly what I was about to ask Mustafa. We're going to go right to you on that. You know, there are those proponents of this that would say the problems that we've had, the shootings in Virginia and the other colleges that have had these shootings on campus, may have been thwarted if more people were allowed to have a concealed handgun.
People say dumb things all the time. We don't have to pay attention to it. But look,
because you disagree with it doesn't mean it's dumb.
well, look, but look, look at the logic of it, right? There's 50,000 kids at University of Texas. Somebody puts on their Twitter feed, possibly someone carrying a gun. Hundreds of kids show up with guns, and all of a sudden now when police show up, they don't know who the shooter is, because there's lots of people walking around with guns. Young people and alcohol doesn't mix. Young people with alcohol and guns mix a lot less.
Jackie,
well, it's not just proponents that say that it makes it safer. Statistics show that in areas where you have restricted gun laws versus areas where you're more allowed to have guns, or make it much easier for you to have guns, it's actually safer.
Well,
so it's not just proponents.
I can take statistics and tell you just about anything I want.
No, but those are real hard statistics.
We got to wrap, so let me just ask you this question.
Sure.
Isn't the campus carry consumed by the open carry?
I think because we are very pro-gun in Texas, and because it's taken us longer than other states, which is very surprising, to have open carry. I think the fact that open carry is going to pass, definitely, that our governor made sure that he set that tone in the legislature, that having guns on campus has a much better chance this time because of that.
Real quick, if the open carry passes, doesn't that consume the campus carry?
It can, but it restricts the university from taking an independent action. But one quick thing, I think that Governor Abbott ran on a lot of issues, and throughout his career he was all about local control. But since he's been in office, he's been all against any kind of local control, whether it's at municipalities or whether it's stuff. So,
and I think it's ironic, people who say, oh, we want to empower women and empower other people, are the same people who are saying, but we don't want you women to have your guns.
Well, that's...
Or men.
I don't think he limited it to women. All right, we're going to leave it right there. We'll be back next hour with two really good topics.